Hey guys, Cullybo3 here, and welcome to episode 11 of Luck of the Draw Squad Builder, the series in which I open 2 packs, take the highest rated player from each pack and build a team around those 2 players. I then do a complete review of the squad and finish the episode off with the countdown of the top 3 best players in the team. So let's get straight into it, and for this episode I decided to mix things up a little and open a silver jumbo along with the gold jumbo just to get a nice balanced mix in the team. And in the first pack we got a player called Chung Tez. Now he plays in the second Bundesliga for a team called VfL Bochum, and we got him in a 4-2-2 2-2-2-2 formation, and surprisingly enough guys, he's actually the only North Korean player in all of Ultimate Team, and if you don't believe me you can go check it up. I thought that was pretty insane that there was only one player from a certain country, but hey, that's just how it goes. And we crack straight on in and open the premium gold jumbo pack, and we did get none other than Jujak. Now he is a left midfielder from Dynamo Moscow. He actually transferred in January from Anzi Machalachalacha, and we got him in a 2 formation, and since that a left mid can't play in 4-2-2-2, we had to build a team in a 3-4-1-2 formation. And guys, I did actually set myself a budget for this team of 30k because I wanted to make this team more accessible so that you guys could build it, rather than all the teams that I built that were worth in the hundreds of thousands, and probably 90% of you guys couldn't build them teams. So this is a team that pretty much anyone can build. It did only cost me 25k, and you'll see it coming up here. It's very balanced. I got some absolute beastly gold players in there, some solid silvers, and also some bronze beasts. So a good overall team, and you'll see there that I actually did have a good record with them. I scored 71 goals with them, which was absolutely insane, and our top goal scorer was a Konike with 19 goals, and you'll see the team value, it's a bit more on the PS3, 8k more, but everyone does get 9 chemistry, even though there's a couple of dead links, and it pretty much is a German-Brazilian hybrid. It's got a couple of leagues in there and a couple of other different nationalities, and the first of the different nationalities is Petr Cech in goals, and he was absolutely amazing for me. I have included him in quite a lot of teams, but he definitely deserves to be in there. And the one thing about it is, you'll see he does get brought down with a lot of one-on-one situations because my defending can get very poor at times, but he does save me in them situations, and a good solid overall keeper. And our first centre back is Matthias Hummels, and he was just amazing for me. He scored so many headers from corners, it was ridiculous. I think it was 3 or 4 in 20 games, and that's a great record for a centre back to score that many headers in that many games. On top of that, he's actually very good at defending. He's got very, very good heading, and although he only has 65 pace, he actually doesn't feel that slow, and he doesn't get caught out of position all that much, so definitely one to invest in. He only costs a couple of k. Great centre back there. And the next centre back is David Luiz, and I always find a way to squeeze him into Luck of the Draw, and the reason for it is he's just amazing, guys. Like, I couldn't speak highly enough about him. He's so overpowered, it's ridiculous. For an 82 centre back, he's probably the best centre back in the game. Great stand and tackle, great positioning, great heading, great pace. Everything about him is just insane, and the good thing about it is he doesn't cost an insane price. He's only worth a couple of grand, and you could even pick him up. I've picked him up often for under 1k, so he's a ridiculous player. He also picked up a couple of man of the matches there, and one of the better players in the team. And here is the last of the centre backs, Antonio Ferreira, and he was the biggest surprise I think in the team. I've never actually played with them because whenever I've built a Brazil team, I've stuck with the traditional silver Brazilian centre backs, which are Manuel, you've got Canu, and also Thiago Lino, and they were the ones I stuck with, and I was missing out big time, guys, because this player was insane. You'll see his dribbling is amazing. He's got 3-star skills, great heading, and his dribbling's actually only, it says 58, but it's definitely a lot more. One of my favourite players in the team by a long shot. And our left midfielder there is Jujak, and he was quite quiet for me, I'm not going to lie. I think a left midfielder in 3-4-1-2 doesn't do all that much. I think they sit too far back, but in a left wing I think he would be very good. He does have 4-star skills, he's got 4-star weak foot, he's got very good pace, shooting and passing and dribbling. They're all over 80, so he's a solid all-round player. And but the only problem was he was just too quiet from left midfield. I would love to play with him in a left wing role. And our first centre midfielder is Carlos Eduardo, and again, another one of my favourites in the team. His free kicks are insane. I mean, he's such a monster. He scored, you'll see one free kick coming up later, which was just insane. And you'll see that he's actually a very, very solid player from his stats on his card. He's got 86 pace, 86 dribbling, 75 shooting, 78 passing. Now, they're not too great stats, shooting and passing, but they do feel a lot better. He's only got 3-star weak foot, but he does have the one important thing, and that is 5-star skills. Good crossing as well. You see there, he did turn provider for Koenigke, and a lot of them corners that Hummels did take in and score from headers were from Carlos Eduardo. Anyways, our next centre midfielder is Bittencourt, and I love playing with him. That was one of the first teams that I built, was a Bronze Bundesliga 2 team, and he was one of the better players, and I've played hundreds of games with that team, and he's amazing. He's got 5-star weak foot, he's got 78 pace, 71 dribbling, and he's just overall just a beast. 3-star skills, and you'll see this shot here, a cracker of a shot. I mean, the speed of that is ridiculous. Bittencourt, definitely one you should go out and pick up if you're looking for a solid bronze centre midfielder. Fantastic player. And our right midfielder is Biester, and again, like Jujak, he was very quiet. I didn't think he got involved in the game all that much from right midfield, although when he did, he has blistering pace, 91 to be precise, and on top of that, he's actually a good finisher. The only problem I had with him was he only had 2-star skills, so I wasn't able to do my vintage roulettes, but he did make up for it because he was actually very good at crossing and turn provider and made a lot of assists for the team. So overall, a very good player. And our centre forward is Lamadi, and he was so unlucky not to make it into the top 3. He was great. He's got 4-star skills, as you can see there, but on top of that, he's got 82 pace, 73 dribbling, and he only does have 65 shooting, but it feels a lot better. You'll see some of the strikes that he puts in are absolutely just ridiculous. He's got a 3-star weak foot to go with his 4-star skills, and so a couple of his hidden stats which make him such a beast is the fact he has 85 agility, he also has 83 sprint speed, and he's actually quite good in the air, as you can see there with that beautiful header. But again, one of my favourite players, you'll see there, this is a lovely goal here, the Berba spin into the roulette and finesse it by the keeper. Lamadi, great player, definitely one to invest in. And the first of our 2 strikers is the player we pulled out of a pack, Chung Tes, and guys, this is the Silver Ibrahimovic in Ultimate Team. Fantastic player. His stats overall are actually ridiculously good for a silver. He's got 80 pace, 73 dribbling, and he's also very good in the air, as you can see there, 79 heading. He scores a header from behind the penalty spot, cheeky little chip there and over the keeper, great goal. And guys, he's very agile, very strong, good in the air, and just overall he feels so much like Ibrahimovic in the game. It's basically like a carbon copy. He even got a couple of man of the matches for me as well. Overall, a fantastic player. And he was actually another one that was so very unlucky to not make it into the top 3. He was on the short list and just missed out by a whisker. Anyways, guys, last but not least is Koenigke, and he was just amazing, guys. I can't speak highly enough about him. I've played hundreds of games with him. Out of them 1,000+ games I've played a lot with my second Bundesliga 2 bronze team, and he was just amazing. Overall, a great player. 93 pace is his only standout stat, but overall he's amazing. And that's the team, guys. I do hope you enjoyed my rundown of the team, and there's only one thing left to do, and that is count down the top 3 best players in the team. So in at number 3 we have Koenigke, and he is a fantastic striker, definitely one of my favourite in the game. He is amazing, and his one attribute is definitely his pace. Look at that, 93 pace. Even in his hidden stats, he's got 92 acceleration and 93 sprint speed. But although his other stats do look distinctively average, don't let that fool you. He's got an amazing shot. He's got 4-star weak foot, which means he can shoot off either foot. He's actually great in the air. Scored a nice header for me here, and he does pop up in the right place at the right time. Great goal scorer, and one of the better bronze players in the team. Even picked me up a couple of man of the matches. Definitely worthy of that 3rd spot in the top 3 countdown. Anyways, in at number 2 we have Antonio Ferreira, and he was definitely the biggest shock for me, I must say. If I had to go back and build a Brazil team, I'd definitely pick him over Manuel, I'd definitely pick him over Canu, I'd definitely pick him over Thiago Heleno. Amazing player, scored some really nice goals for me, popped up at the right place at the right time. And guys, he does have really good pace. You'll see there, 81 pace, which is amazing for a centre back. He's actually got 3-star skills, and you'll notice quite a bit that I do go on some runs with him, and he's just got amazing dribbling as well, even though it only says that he has 58. And he actually started that last move there by winning the header from a kick out, and it ended up in a goal. That's what he was very good at, turning defence into attack and creating goals, and he just breaks up play well. He does have that kind of David Luiz style about him where he just has an amazing standing tackle, as you've seen there, and look at his dribbling, it's just insane. And watch this goal, guys, for his centre back. You got to remember, this guy's a centre back, wins the ball back, roulette around one player, roulette around the second player, and finesse it home. Amazing work, and definitely one who could have been first in the countdown, but definitely deserving of second place. But number one has to go to Carlos Eduardo. And guys, some of the goals he scored for me were very, very good. And on top of that, he does have 5-star skills, which is always a great thing to have in a centre midfielder. But something about him is he's one of them short players, but very agile on the ball. And he's 86 pace, 86 dribbling, and his agility is amazing. He breaks up play well. He's actually a good defender as well. He definitely turned a lot of my opponent's attacks into counter attacks. And on top of that, he's got 5-star skills, which is just amazing. Look at this, and his finishing is superb. And on top of that, he's actually got really, really good free kicks, as you'll see here. He puts this one in from absolutely miles out. And guys, that's pretty much it for this episode. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and go subscribe, and I will see you for the next episode.